Welcome back, YouTube. Here I am with Teddy here, standing here, going for a overhook, and wasn't a very good Taotoshi there drop. Taotoshi drop knee. Needed to pull more and then go for it. So reset here now. He's got that heavy base. So it makes it very difficult to take him down. I try to go a 2-on-1. I've been thinking and looking into how to do a throw by, so I'm gonna be practicing that a little bit. Here I go for the ankle pick, and we kind of bump into someone there on the side, and we reset here again. Control that outside wrist. Go for the soldier crunch guard pull sweep, and he sits, and I step over to side control, and he's controlling my armpit there, and I can't close the distance, so I kind of shuck him off to the side and control the arm, and I go seatbelt here, and I'm trying to feed my knee inside, possibly get a hook so that I can sit back and control the back. But let's see what happens here. And he controls my wrist and tries to isolate my one shoulder on the one side, but he turtles up. Now I want to maybe sit him back. I have the seatbelt with hooks, but because he's so heavy on the hips, I can't really roll him over. He's just too strong. So here I go for the half Nelson, I want to say it is, or quarter Nelson. But I trap the arm here, maybe go for a crucifix or something. The entire time I was doing this, I was wanting to go for the arm bar, but he's just very strong, and he was just curling me the entire time. See, like right there, I tried to go for the arm bar, and he does a great job of keeping his elbow bent so that I cannot straighten it out. You can imagine how much force he's exerting with his arm. But on the other side, I'm maybe trying to work for the Kimura. That's the beauty of the crucifix. You isolate their one arm and then gives you their other arm. He's just pretty much very exposed in this position. It's a very bad position to be in. So look for ways to get out of it. Always work on your weaknesses in Jiu-Jitsu. So now we do some open guard work here, and he has my leg in almost like a De La Hiva quarter guard position. And I step through, and I isolate the arm here. I'm thinking I want to staple it here, maybe go for some type of choke, but he has that deep underhook, and he sweeps me over. I think it was a quarter guard sweep, and he comes up on top, gets control of the hips here, and he has a heavy sprawl that he's gotten really good at, and it's become a nuisance for me to deal with, but that's very good. It gives me a lot of room to improve, find ways to get out of it, sharpen my technique. And here he goes to isolate the hips, control the hips, and maybe isolate my arms as he's trying to do that, which is very smart. And here he controls my one arm, the control 2-on-1 with his hands. And he probably thought to pick me up here, but he zips me back down, and I need to create distance, and I possibly go for a get up here, and I return to standing. Let's see what happens. I always like to go for the outside arm at the wrist, and if I can go 2-on-1 on that hand, then that's perfect. But he's pushing me away with the other hand, so it's going to be very hard for me to close the distance. And here he picks up my leg, goes for a single leg. Got too close and was not aware of the situation entirely. But the video is about to end, so thank you all for watching. Or subscribe.